Okay folks, here is my reply to Patrick Priddy's charges of harassment, terrorism and cyberstalking etc. etc. It seems that Patrick and a few well-chosen sycophantic cronies of his have appointed themselves as sole arbiters of all that is good, bad, right or wrong on the internet in general and you in particular. It is good to denigrate anyone on the PP blog, particularly if the target is Festa. It is bad to satirize, criticize or in any way take the piss out of Patrick, his blog or any of the in crowd. Patrick welcomes scammers, providing they now say they are sorry and are trying to make amends. To take that to its logical conclusion, if you don't mind, I shall now use a similar simple chronology used by Jenny Stewart to paint me as black-hearted. If the scammer is to be forgiven as long as he says he didn't know it was a scam and is now sorry, shouldn't the person who borrows and drives a clapped-out old car without brakes be forgiven for mowing down and killing an innocent child if he says he didn't know about the brakes and is now sorry? When I talk about reformed scammers, I have three in particular in mind: Jenny Stewart, Kathy Matter and Dunn, also known as Wizard7. The reformed Jenny departed from ASCII and immediately threw in her lot with Gunnar as chief cheerleader and scriptwriter. But then there is little Miss Innocent herself, who happily takes advantage of those worried about their health by selling them useless snake oil. As for shit for brains Wizard, well, here we have a man who has admitted that he knew ASD was a Ponzi and yet joined anyway. Regarding the dispute between Patrick and myself, I would like to put the record straight. It started when I had the temerity to agree with a scammer in that one of Patrick's headlines was slightly less than accurate. Okay, it was all to do with semantics, I admit that, but nevertheless the scammer and I were correct. Evans and one or two others jumped to defend Patrick. I retaliated and Evans started with the racial insults and it escalated from there. Anyway, to top it all off, I will not be denied a place in which to answer my critics wherever that may be. Live with it. By the way folks, regarding any perceived ties between myself and Saswald mostly, some people really do need to get their facts straight. If these people are supposed to be investigators, may God help the folk that plan to investigate. Good night.